PokeTuber reaction faces. You see them everywhere, all over the place. Every time there's a reaction to be happened, a shiny being caught, a present to watch, a direct to watch, anything to watch. There's always a reaction face to go along with it. And the same is true for my channel. I'm always reacting to something, and so with all the other PokeTubers and everyone on YouTube, because there's nothing better than a face and a thumbnail. So today, what we're going to do is we are going to rank and rate not all of the PokeTuber reaction faces because there's way too many for that. Just some of my friends to see who is the best reactor person. So we have a wide variety of reaction faces going on here, and I all took it from the same event just to make sure that we're all on equal ground here. I all took it from the Pokemon Unite announcement event because I was like, you know what? I think we need to make it balanced to make sure that all the reactions have the same worthiness. I don't know what I'm talking about, but we have ourselves PokeTips, HDV, A-Drive, Numb Nexus, Christian, or Patterrz, Game Boy Luke. We have a Unite Gamer, Linz, Hoodlum Callum, Vinny Original 151, Wolfie Glick, and of course, myself, because I count too. So, without further ado, let's dive into the reactions. But first off, actually, if you would like a Subnoodle in your pocket or any other kind of Subnoodle related merchandise, Subnoodle would love it if you click the link in the description to pick up some Subnoodle merchandise. Remember, you do get a discount code if you are in the sub Discord, which you can access if you're a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, anything like that. If you want to explore the membership options, that's linked in the description too. You can just click the join button on the channel like that. That works as well, I guess. Let's get into it. So, the first reactor here we have today is the Shiny King himself, A-Drive, a good friend of mine and a fellow Dan. So let's see what we have here. Now, I know Dan likes to reuse a lot of the same reaction pictures, a lot. And you know what? Dude, I can be respectable, man. You have like a nice collection of things that's ready to go. Now, let's have a look and see what we got from this reaction picture. As you can see, he's looking directly into the camera. He's staring into your eyes, and that pulls you in to the video, that pulls you in to the thumbnail. And he's not even looking at the Unite. He's not even looking at the game. He doesn't care about the game. He's saying, come hither. All right, I want you on this video. That's what A-Drive is saying in this reaction right now. Of course, we have the patented O-face that goes really well with the reactions because it just shows how shocked and stunned that the person is as to what is happening in front of them. Overall, I would rate this as a fairly good reaction right there, and I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna throw that into the world-class reaction slot right there. I feel like it's a very good one, has a lot of fantastic points to it, and I definitely do rate it highly. Next up, we have Nexus, who has taken a completely different approach. First off, he is looking off to the side, which is different to looking directly into the camera, and also he has put his reaction more to the left, more off to the side, less centered, wants more of the attention to be around what's actually happening on screen. But as you can see, the arm is across the screen because he wants to flex those forearms. Now, there's nothing the ladies like more than a strong forearm, so I see he's hitting that female base right there. I can assume that he's got at least 60% woman audience, and those eyes, I'm telling you, those eyes, they're unsure because everyone was unsure about Pokemon Unite. It is telegraphing to the audience, like, I know how you feel. I understand, I get it. You're unsure about this game. He's covering his mouth because he doesn't want to give away the secrets of Pokemon Unite and his opinions. You need to click on the video in order to get that. The mouth is covered, so the secrets are not revealed until you watch the video. Overall, I think this is a good reaction picture right here. I am gonna put this also in the world-class reaction right there. It has a lot of good going on there. Has a lot of good indeed. Let's see. Next up, we have ourselves Christian. Now, Christian's reaction has taken a completely different approach. First off, he's transitioned to the right side of the screen, which is respectable. I always have my reactions on the right side of the screen because, I don't know, it's right is right, I guess? I have no idea. We have some question marks around there, but as you can see, he has brought his hands to the back, a completely opposite approach to Nexus, who had his hand in front of the mouth. Christian is showing it all right now. As you can see, the expression on his face is one of disgust, which a lot of people had when they watched this presents for sure, but it doesn't reveal too much. Again, it's like, hey, you know I'm angry, but what am I angry at? The only way you'll find out as if you watch this video. But I would say this reaction could use a bit of work. It isn't exactly the most inviting reaction picture. If I saw this in my sub box, I'd think to myself, I don't know, is he mad at me? Did I do something wrong? Did I forget his birthday? What's going on here, Christian? So while it is quite a good reaction, and you know I love you, Christian, but I'm gonna put you into aspiring reactor, because I do feel like there's a lot that you could work on there. And then we have the Game Boy Luke reaction, the patented Luke reaction, which has been often compared to a Weepin' Bell. Luke always has that patented Pog face going on there, which he has used to great effect in the past. He is pogging at that Unite right there. And, you know, I appreciate it. I like the approach with the hands together like that. That shows that he has his guard down and that there's nothing threatening about this video. If you click on this video, you will not be threatened in any way. Probably. You might be a little bit. But it's a nice approach to see. Eyes are nice and wide open. We have like a clear on the side approach. I can't really fault this. It's not doing anything spectacular. It's not doing anything new. I'll put it in Pog because you know what? I feel like it fits in Pog. Next up, we have Dylan's, who apparently is praying in his thumbnail or something like that. He has the hands together approach. Now, this is an interesting approach because what it gives off is a vibe of, I want this. I want this to be good. I'm really genuinely hoping. We are praying for something good here. And it does bring people in and invites them to also hope. It inspires something that a lot of the other reaction styles do not. Now, from the facial kind of expression that we have going on here, it's one of uncertainty. Right? It's like, we don't know how to feel about this. We're hoping for the best, but we really don't know how to feel. You could go for like a more excited approach. I would say that Dylan's approach here is decent. It is, it's not doing anything particularly crazy here, but it's a Pog right there. It's a Pog. Now, Linz, I absolutely love what Linz is doing here, right here. We have, Linz just doesn't seem to care about what's going on at all. Linz is doing like backflips on her thumbnail, just absolutely not even paying attention to the Pokemon present. She's not even looking at it. She's looking at something like off in the distance. She doesn't seem to care about what's happening there at all. And the lack and the carefree attitude right there, absolutely fantastic. I mean, it may not be the best meta style, but it does show something different. Very interesting from a viewer perspective to look at that thumbnail and be like, Linz, what are you doing? You're just kind of like doing backflips and stuff like that. So I would rate this quite highly, actually. I'm going to put this in the world class because it does something different. I just absolutely love the carefree attitude that she has going on there. Next up, we have Callum, who has taken a very different approach to everyone else. Usually, when you make a reaction thumbnail, you try to make yourself like excited, shocked, or happy. Now, I like the approach that Callum has taken here because, again, it is one of uncertainty with the hand covering the mouth, kind of spread out over the mouth, and it is an honest reaction. This is an honest reaction right here. Nothing deceptive about it whatsoever. You're glaring at the gameplay here, you're looking at it, you're analyzing it. This is an analytical reaction. It is honest and analytical, and you know what? I think we need a little bit more honesty in our YouTube nowadays. You know, there's nothing overly bombastic about this, and I appreciate that. So I definitely would rate that as a world-class reaction as well. And then we have Vinny, again, taking the same approach as Dylan with the hands together, just really hoping it would be good. But the face tells a different story here. The almost cringing looking on his face, like he knows we wanted it to be good, but the face tells the story like we wanted it to be good, but it's just not good. Vinny, I do appreciate this thumbnail reaction picture because it does give away the feelings almost immediately, but it almost says like, hey, you know I don't like this, but I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna be loud and I'm gonna be proud about it. So I would say that this is a #1 on trending moment right there. because that would bring in the clicks, absolutely. And then we have Wolfie, and I absolutely love the approach that Wolfie has taken here with this picture. I mean, just look at this. How fantastic. Here again, like, look, we saw Linz had that carefree attitude. Wolfie comes here, he doesn't even seem to care. Once again, not even looking at what's happening on the screen, just looking completely in another direction, just like he saw like someone making a grilled cheese in the kitchen. He was like, he's watching the Pokemon thing, and I was like, hold on a second. Is that chorizo in that grilled cheese? Is that chorizo in there? You got some cheddar? Yeah? You got a little bit of mozzarella, a little bit of Gouda? I like this. It's a very wacky reaction. Very over the top, very Pog, very, very, very Pog. And Wolfie has an absolute, he has like the eyebrows are showing uncertainty, the eyes are showing shock, and the mouth is showing wow. And there's just so much going on here. There's so much to take in. That would bring in the clicks right there. It absolutely would. I feel like that is certainly a world-class, that is a #1 on trending right there. It definitely is. And then we have PokeTips. Now, PokeTips, it's a very kind of basic, like looking off to the side. Like, I appreciate the simplicity of it. Not every reaction has to be like wacky and over the top, and I do appreciate that. It's very basic though. There's not a whole lot to say about this reaction picture right here, and it doesn't really show any of the gameplay either. I mean, the rest of the thumbnail doesn't really matter. What we're only trying to focus on here is the reaction. Now, I would say that with the eyebrows slightly raised, you know, we got the eyebrows slightly raised, which shows confusion, maybe a little bit of uncertainty, which is nice. We have like the kind of smile, a little bit of a smile going on there, like, do I like this? Do I not like this? Which does bring in the clicks there, definitely. But I would say there's definitely a lot to be worked on here, PokeTips. I would definitely say you could definitely work on that reaction a little bit for sure. Then next up we have Matt, aka HDV, who is coming in with the thinking approach. Now this is a very popular one, the thinking approach. With the hands kind of like slightly up like that, like, what's going on here? We have the almost like furrowed brows look. Like, I'm a little bit kind of mad at this, but I still don't know exactly how to feel about it. No Pog to be seen in sight, no excitement, but it does bring people in with the, what is he thinking about? What's going on in his mind right now? We see the furrowed brows, but is he really angry, or is he just trying to make his mind up? And that kind of thing is definitely gonna bring people into a video too. So I would rate that as a Pog right there, I really would. And then we have the final one, which is myself. Again, I have gone for the thinking approach here, and this thumbnail was made before I actually knew what the game looked like. I had no idea what the game even looked like before I made this thumbnail. But we do have like a little smirk, as you can see the smirk underneath going on there. We have like a slightly raised brow, but I have ginger brows, so you can't really see them all that much. Not a fantastic approach. I would say I could have done a lot better on this reaction. I have done better in the past. As you can see, I pretty much do a reaction picture on all of my thumbnails. So they're pretty common when it comes down to it. They are pretty common. I will say, again, like the approach, pretty basic approach. It has layers to it, but I don't feel like it has enough layers to really give it any better than just an inspire reactor. I can do better than this, and I feel like I could do a lot better. I have let myself down on this thumbnail ever so slightly because I know I can do better. But that is gonna be the tier list right there. I hope you guys did enjoy it. This might just be the dumbest video that I've ever made in my entire life, but I would encourage you to subscribe to all of these people. Once again, #1 in trending, we have Original 151 and Wolfie Glick. World-class reactors, we have A-Drive, Nom Nexus, Linz, and Callum. Then we have Pog with Game Boy Luke, Dylan, and HTV. Then we have Inspiring Reactor, which is Faint Attacks, PokeTips, and myself. If you're not subscribed to this channel already, you should be, because I upload dumb stuff like this all the time, and you probably won't see videos like this on many other channels. So at the very least, it is unique, if not stupid. But once again, if you do want to get yourself a Sub Noodle tee, link is in the description. Do consider becoming a member on the channel so you can join the Sub Noodle Discord, get the emotes, get the access to the Sub Noodle Discord, get the discount on the merchandise, and a bunch of other things. And also follow me on Twitch and Instagram and Twitter. Yes, I stream on Twitch every single day. Go and follow me on Instagram, go and follow me on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Thank you so much to our Twitch subs and YouTube members of the day. Remember, if you are a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, that both gives you access to the sub Discord, and I appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you so much, guys.